for today. GH Alpha currently up 1-0 laban dito sa Barcy Esports.
Yeah, and right now, ito yung nakita natin ang daming adjustments na ginawa ng Barcy Esports with that mid lane Kaysa tapos bot lane yung Yasuo. Talagang ni-revamp nila yung idea, just the composition para labanan itong GH Alpha. While meron ding adjustments naman, nakita natin ng GH Alpha, they still put Aaron on that Zed.
Nako, si TPP hinihila dito, binibait papunta kay Just Chi. TPP bakit? Q?
Q?
Flash!
Ayaw.
What? That's a kill!
No.
No.
Ayaw.
Ayaw niya mag... feeling ko W kasi nilagyan ni Justin ako nag-flash Aaron.
W nga yun nilagyan.
Nako, in-ignite. Ayun, sinuno. Okay.
Sinuno.
Unfortunately, TPP will go down for first blood. And that's why he didn't Q. Kasi I watched di ba we saw the last game? He started W dun sa jungle path, which is normally what you want on Lee Sin para healthy yung clear mo.
Yes. Okay. So, nakuha nga ni Aaron yung first blood. He needed to use that flash and the ignite. Pero dahil doon, nag-back siya kagad, nakakuha na siya ng isa pang longsword panlaban dito kay team in the mid lane.
Alright, so he did burn both of his summoners though. So that is something that if you are Barcy Esports, kung ikaw yung jungler, you may want to punish the mid lane. Of course, Aaron only will have the shadow to get away. Pero we are currently looking at this right now. It is Demon, of course, gonna be in the bot lane alongside SPP to fight against his Varus and Tomkins as Yasuo and Janna.
Yeah, and sa ngayon, it's medyo mahirap lang talaga dito when you're playing a Yasuo is that range, melee ka naman. So if you're against usually at a distant marksman, you get more harassed. But since may kasama siyang Janna, it can really mitigate yung damage yung nakakuha ni Demon. And we've seen Demon before use this Yasuo pick and he's really good at it. So we'll see later to the game how he can affect the fights.
And he's already affecting the lanes as well, like you mentioned, how he will affect those fights. And I feel like even though it is a melee against ranged matchup, knowing that he has the protection of the Janna and the mobility with his dashes as well, kaya pa rin yung i-close yung gap para makaharas dito laban kay Dre. So I feel like Demon should be comfortable in this matchup as you see right now. That is the dash through of the minions. And halos walang bawi si Dre. Si half HP on the bot lane of GH Alpha, whereas it's full on the side of Barcy Esports.
Saka nakita mo din yung tapang ni Demon na pumasok doon. Nakikita niya si Dro, medyo may kalayuan yung support niya. Went in there 2v1 guns and harass on Dre. So may kita talaga natin dito na he's really good on the champion and on the pick.
Alright. So here comes a gank in the mid lane. Just She gonna get a flash burn into the Q. Not gonna commit. Walang ignite si Aaron, so I don't think they can commit. May barrier pang hawak si Alustim doon. So good patience right there and nice restraint being showed by Just She.
Yeah, and again, in this top lane, we do see Spells controlling the tempo of the top lane. May CS lead na naman siya against TPP, although magta-transform na tong Gnar na to. But there's a fake right here.
Alright, balik muna tayo sa bot lane dito. It is 3v3 right now. 4v3 actually since nag-collapse na rin si Alustim dito. Everybody needs to get out. Aaron is flanking off to the side. Let's see where they're gonna go. Are they gonna follow the Q? Oh, he does! Oh, into the flash, but the heal. Gonna save the Sejuani's life. This is a very scrappy level 3 fight. Exhaust out to draw. He does cleanse out, so he is not slowed anymore. Slow from the Varus E, flash away.
Oh, hits the guy.
Oh, the Q lands, follows it up, but there is the barrier. One more auto attack. Dre picks up the kill onto Alustim. Now Demon is in a 2v1 against Aaron. Aaron does have his shadow to get away. Is this fight finally over? I think it should be. Everybody just gonna back off, but in the end, isang kill pa rin yun para sa GH Alpha.
Yeah, and Dre gets a kill. Tatlo na kayang longsword. Alam na natin ang build niya is gonna be more of vitality. Gonna go for a lot of armor penetration in his build. Probably use a smooth blade, then a dust blade. So it's gonna be a poke build coming from Dre on that Varus.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, poke build coming in from Dre on that Varus. Of course, the tanks of Barcy will be stacking armor, so that could be a problem. The GH do have the Vladimir to at least soften up these tanks for the Varus, but speaking of Vladimir, he's being chased down by TPP. Oh, the hop. One more Q. Let's get this though. He does have his pool. Oh, he gets a solo kill. TPP not able to run behind the minions to block that E from the Vladimir. Very nicely done by the top laner of GH Alpha.
Yeah, but if he's overstaying his welcome, paakit na ngayon doon si BLZ on that Sejuani, baka makatch out. Although may flash pa rin siya, may TP ngayon sa top lane.
Alright, I think Spells just burned his flash for safe measure. Did probably have the pool as well, so nakatakas siya ng maayos dun. Spells though, probably didn't need to stay that long. Na-burn pa yung flash niya dun.
Yeah, and kita natin sa mid lane, kanina pinag-uusapan natin how ang hirap nun for the Kaisa kasi he was against Zed. Pero dahil sa level 1 choice ni Aaron to get that first blood, napilitan siyang gamitin yung shadow niya. Medyo hirap siya ngayon sa control in the mid lane, which extends kahit level 5 na sila. Pero pagdating ng level 6, sa tingin ko, babaliktad ko dahan-dahan sa Zed, lalo na kapag nakaka-jump doon yung pieces ng GH Alpha.
Yeah, speaking of GH Alpha, ito na nga, no, they have begun working on this Cloud Drake. Pretty much a free take. Walang member yung Barcy Esports na nandiyan malapit para i-challenge. So, secure na lang to. Just get the smite down. TPP still going for this trade. One more hit.
One more hit. Kinuha lang niya yung...
Kinuha lang niya Grass Proc.
Yeah, Grass Proc, gets more HP. And also malapit na rin kasi siyang transform Mega Gnar.
Nar. Mali yung timing. Sayang yung Nar niya dun. Pero binabato pa rin niya. Okay.
Okay. Wala na yan. Yung typical ng mga top lane fight.
Yeah, just burn your ultimate for no reason. Ganyan sa top lane, you know. Ulti lang ng no reason. Kaso, sayang din, no, mali yung timing. Just off by a bit.
Yeah.
Dun sa Nar ultimate, you feel like you could have gotten more HP out of spells. But I feel like there was no realistic way na mapapatay nila yung Vlad dun. Speaking of mapapatay, Aaron is in the top lane. Fails his shadow over the wall. Wala kayong nakita, guys.
Wala tayong nakita. Walang sinabi si Chisto na hindi niya natama yung shadow niya. Ang kapal kasi ng wall. Anyway.
That is a hard shadow to pull off.
Yeah, that was a really hard shadow to pull off. We haven't really touched on the items yet of these teams. Yes, it's like 7 minutes into the game. Pero ang unang binili ng Kaisa in the mid lane is that call, which really shows na inaantay lang ng Barcy Esports mag-scale itong Kaisa na to sa mid lane. We're still not sure kung anong build ang pumuntahan niya, if it's gonna be more of AD or AP build for that Kaisa. Although, ang hula natin, kailangan niyang bumalik kaagad din ng Zonias. But right now, may pick-up siya, probably going for that Mana Muna build.
Okay, Aaron just takes 2 tower shots now. Here comes the Nar in the top lane, just gonna hop on top of spells, does get the stun into the house. Just that short trade. Ayaw pa rin niyang in-Nar papunta dun sa, doesn't wanna use the ultimate into the wall now. Spells can't heal up very well, he's playing that Vladimir, so okay pa rin yung sustain niya in the lane.
Yeah, and tulad nga lang na-mention natin kanina yung kung sino yung dalawang top laner natin. TPP is Lando, one of the premier top laners during the PGS era.
Yeah.
Tapos si Spells was one of the up-and-coming top laners when there was still the LVL. And nakikita natin ngayon na Spells is going toe-to-toe with one of the premier top laners natin ng PGS, a pro player at that. And Spells is doing really well in the matchup. So kudos to Spells improving his play in League of Legends.
Okay, so not much happening right now. Both of them have been content with playing pretty passively right now. Oh, Aaron, you know, I feel like the way that Alustim is playing the mid lane right now, nakahalata na ni Aaron na baka nandiyan yung jungler. Because the Kaisa has no reason to play aggressive there in the mid lane with a call being built up. So I feel like Aaron, knowing this, was able to read the play nicely. Just not giving BLZ an opportunity to go for that gang and toss out his ultimate.
Yeah, and kanina pinag-uusapan natin how this bot lane matchup would go. We were commending na may Janna yung Barcy and Demon would just have an easy time getting CS, which showed around the first 3 levels. But right now, very lopsided ang bot lane. May more than 30 CS leads today against Demon's Yasuo. And I think it shows then yung pressure that they and Draw are giving out dahil din nakakuha sila ng early lead, yung early kills in that bot lane, yung skirmish kanina, and that really snowballed the lane into their favor.
Yeah, mahirapan din sila syempre, gaya ng binanggit natin earlier, mahirap para sa Yasuo na mag-late dito, but here comes a gank in the top lane. It is PPP and BLZ against Spells. No sa Juani ultimate being tossed out though. Good respect right there being shown, knowing na may Abyssal Voyage available, so Spells gonna be able to get out of that pretty easily just with his Sanguine Pool.
Yeah, and also, may tama doon, both teams were thinking the same thing. We need to go top lane, we need to influence the outcome of that lane. But Aaron right now, being very aggressive against him in the mid lane, but going back to that point in top side, Spells just really attracting so much pressure. and also his teammates giving him the support that he needs so that he can just keep on pressuring Lando in the top side.
Yeah, hindi lang yun. Hindi lang yung fact na si Spells, hinihila niya yung members ng Barcy. It's the fact that he's also absorbing the pressure really well, which has been giving his team a lot of the advantages right now on the other sides of the map because he is drawing that jungle pressure. So far, wala pa tayo nakitang malaking gank galing sa Sejuani dito sa side ng Barcy Esports. You really need to make use of that ultimate once you have it available. It's a very strong tool, especially when you're trying to go for pickoff.
Yeah, tama. And dahil nga hindi natin nakikita na na-utilize pa yung Sejuani ultimate to its fullest, so it's also the indicator then why it's hard for Barcy Esports to convert more leads in the mid lane and in the top lane. So we'll see how the rest of this game goes. But right now, GH Alpha is in the driver's seat with a 3-0 kill lead and a 2.5k gold lead.
So I'm checking out the chat right now for our live stream and shoutout kay James Tambago Lubiano. Papa shoutout siya dito sa chat. Also shoutout kay Magic Stick. Get together tayo sometimes. Gawa tayo time para dyan. Shoutout sa'yo. Ayan.
Ayan, and right now nakikita natin GH Alpha is taking that Infernal Drake. And yun na naman, nakaisa na naman silang libreng Drake dito in GH Alpha. At mukhang yung all-in ba ni Aaron? No, he doesn't opt for that all-in against Tim. But right now, it looks like of course yung back ng Kaisa in the mid lane.
Yeah, most other Zeds would have gone for the all-in there with the ultimate and the ignite as well. Pero grabe yung patience ni Aaron. No? Just knowing na whenever he can just chunk out the Kaisa and force her out of lane, since wala siyang teleport pabalik, meron na siyang madedenay na resources, na little bit of gold, a little bit of experience. So, grabe rin yung patience ni Aaron. Kasi most Zeds, they see a Kaisa that low, he has both his summoners up. He would go for that. Most players would go for that. Kaso, you see Aaron, he just knows. He's patient enough na he doesn't need to go for this all-in. Masaya na ako na paback kita sa base mo and you need to regen.
Yeah, and it really shows then how tempered yung mindset nitong ni GH Aaron. And as you said, we really do commend him for that. Kasi pining din niya yung Sejuani. Nakita niya kaagad bago siya nag-go. Na hindi siya nag-decide siya not to go. Instead, just banking on, okay, I got the pressure in mid lane. Napilit ko siyang mag-back. And my bot lane is currently getting the first tower of the game. So, talagang nakikita ko doon yung decision-making din ng player even though he's playing Zed, which is a really, really flashy character.
Yeah. Like you mentioned, nakuha na niya yung pressure doon. And the solo laners of GH Alpha have been exerting a lot of pressure, which has allowed the bot lane sort of to play pretty freely. And right now, GH is in a bit of trouble. The Glacial Pursuit did land. But on the other side, though, a lot of kills, a lot of barriers. Others is still gonna survive. Ooh, not gonna be sniped down by Dre. There's a kick flash onto BLZ. And finally, the first kill of that fight after everything has been burned is gonna go over to GH Alpha.
Yeah.
Might be caught out here. Spells actually for the flank. A lot of things here. The Janna ultimate for the healing. Alright, so no further casualties for that engage. GH Alpha is going to be happy with picking up that one kill over to the enemy jungler.
Yeah, and in the end, it's just one kill para sa GH Alpha. They did get the first tower of the game in that bot lane. And you see a TP in the top side. Susubukan ng depensahan. Oh, it's a Tom Kench and Varus sa top lane right now. TPP trying to run away.
Oh, he needs to run fast.
Needs to run fast. He's slowed.
Mas mabilis. Mas mabilis si Dre. Okay, flashes over the wall. Ang daming umahabol sa kanya.
Challenger.
Ang daming Ghost Blade. TPP, paano ka tatakbo? Alright, finally gonna get taken down. Dre just pierces the arrow through that Gnar. Oh, 35 kills. Wala siyang kick. Hindi siya makapag-insect. But that might still be the kill onto Alustim. Just enough damage on that piece. No barrier available for the Kaisa. That's 2 quick kills over to GH Alpha. And the mid lane tower might be next.
Yeah, and in the 14th minute mark, they are 6-0 in kills. And ang ganda lang nung ginagawa nitong GH Alpha. I really commend them for the clean play they've been showing this this particular game. Lalo na kanina nga, keep talking about talaga how yung decision making ni Aaron. But the rest of the decision making they've been showing, they try to force bot lane, try to get the dive. Pero hindi nila pinilit. No, nakita hindi kaya. But on this, she getting jumped here by BLZ. But
oh, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage, bro.
Right, he does get jumped on like you mentioned, but he is going to be able to get out fine. Mid lane tower under fire though from GH. Demon trying his best to defend. Meron siya static shiv, no? So the Yasuo does have a bit more wave here available with that static shiv, but it is still a struggle trying to deal with the poke that the Varus is dealing right now.
Yeah, and ni-rotate na ng GH ang members nila. Although nag-try mag-engage dito si BLZ, it was cleansed out by Dre, but there's a chain of corruption right there.
Yeah, not enough damage though to follow up on that chain of corruption. Good cleanse right there being burned by, I believe. Oh, actually naka-spellbook yata.
Yeah. Naka-spellbook si Dre, got the cleanse, na natamaan siya ng ulti ng Sejuani. Just let it out.
Really nicely done.
Yeah, really nicely done from Dre right there. Spells going 1v1 against TTP again.
Does get the Gnar onto the wall. Does he have enough damage? Those spells trying to turn this around. Still at a disadvantage in HP, but does have his Q to heal himself back up. So just gonna burn the Gnar ultimate. That is a pretty big ultimate burn for the next team fight, which really we haven't seen come out from Barcy Esports. Now TPP might be the next death. Deathmark into Ignite, into all of the damage. He's gonna pop TPP there. Aaron picks up his second kill of the game. No Gnar on the map, so I feel like Barcy Esports can't really go for a team fight here.
Yeah, and Dre is still in the mid lane, just coming back from base. May chance doon yung Barcy Esports to force the fight, but they were down on Gnar. So they just tried to scare GH Alpha. Also GH Alpha noticing na kulang nga sila ng members. Wala pa sila lahat doon. They were not in position. Chose to go for reset and just get their items.
And right now, Barcy Esports fairly behind. The Yasuo pick into the bot lane isn't working that well, but they've committed to this. They need to trust that their comp will eventually scale up. You know, the team fight is still very strong for them. We know the Kai'Sa can scale very well. We know the Yasuo as well. Just needs 2 items. Tas okay na siya. Pwede na siya makipaglaban dito. But right now, they are currently in a pretty big deficit against GH Alpha. So they need to trust that they can stall this game out. Try and slow it down because so far, they haven't picked up anything. It's still looking like a perfect game for GH Alpha.
Yeah, exactly. And lalo na si spells on that Vladimir. Ang lakas din ito sa teamfight, sana na yung ulti niya. So it's gonna be really hard for Barcy Esports to like commit to any real teamfights. Kasi laging nandoon yung threat nung medyo talagang matabang Vladimir na to from spells.
I hope I didn't jinx na yung perfect game tapos biglang may mamamatay sa kanila. But so far, that's been a pretty nice done game by GH Alpha. You know, haven't given up any towers, haven't given up any dragons. Nobody dying as well, so ooh, barrier burn just to survive that. He would have died kung hindi siya nakapag-barrier dun.
Yeah, clutch barrier from Tim right there, and the mid lane second tier turret is under fire.
So Barcy Esports, I feel like Barcy Esports need to try and risk something, try and get something back because they're playing a bit too respectful right now. That's why they haven't been playing proactive, just waiting for GH to make a mistake, but GH isn't making any errors. So Barcy Esports, if they want to come back here, they need to try and force GH into a bad spot. Try and make a play, anything.
Yeah, and spells right there burning his ulti, not hitting TPP.
Speaking of making plays, here comes one on the draw. He does go golden. It's a pretty cool pulse though as well. Oh, good flash away from the Sejuani ultimate. Gonna have him escape with his life. Aaron though.
Yeah, nice dodge on the
Kick.
Sejuani ulti. It looks like Jay's trying to go for a fight. There's a TP coming from Gnar right here.
Alright, that's a teleport from TTP. No Mega Gnar though, so no big ultimate to knock everybody back, but that was the opportunity. Now GH, you need to respect the Mega Gnar coming in. TPP as well does have his flash, so you don't want to give up any of the picks here. And Barcy Esports desperately trying to claw for a kill here. Try and get something. See how far they're taking a flash into the Gnar. Only gets one target though. It is Aaron on that set. I feel like Aaron's still gonna survive here. The guys have jumped into 5! Why would you jump into 5 people? Here comes the disengage. Everyone dashing away, kicking everybody back. Here comes the cleanup from Jay. Gets 1 kill. Everyone's still low. Jay off to the side, trying to find snipes. This is pretty much free reign for every target.
This is a cleanup right now from Dre, flashing into the backline, getting BLZ. Oh, not getting BLZ, but SPP about to fall to Dre right now. Yeah, gets him with that chain of corruption. And GH with a 4 for 0, about to take the second tier bot lane.
Yeah, how stylish can you be to use your chain of corruption as an execute?
Very, very
Need
stylish.
to be very stylish to pull that off, but right there, everybody on Barcy Esports committing to the chase, committing to the cause, unfortunately not getting anything in return. That is very, very unlucky for Barcy Esports. It just gives GH Alpha an even bigger lead right now, and just more problems for Barcy.
Yeah, and kanina pinag-uusapan nga natin kung paano Barcy could get back into this game. They need to force something, they need to play risky, and they tried. They tried to be risky, sinubukan nilang mag-force, nag-miss yung ulti na Shiguani from a great flash from that Tom Kench, and Kaisa diving in with her ulti, trying to finish off the Zed. Pero parang lahat ng bagay na pwedeng mangyaring tama for GH, nangyari na tama in the sense na nung Zed was backing, sakto nandoon si Tom Kench. Tapos,
Yeah.
I think nag-pop yung Zed.
Look, Aaron though dodges away.
That's
from the
stylish.
ultimate. One more hit on the Demon would have gotten the kill, but the shield from the Yasuo passive just enough.
Yeah, there's just enough, just that little bit of
Sakto lang.
Sakto lang.
Saktong bar lang. Isang pixel lang. The magic pixel right there. So,
Yung mga tipong RNG, you feel like, yes, I like it. Mga ganun.
you gotta be happy. You need to take the small wins where they come. Na kahit di ka namatay. Na, ayun nga, no, kahit di ka na-kill, basta di ka namatay doon. Need to be happy with that.
Yeah, but kahit masaya ka doon sa mga maliliit na bagay na yun, those small things, GH still has a huge lead and they're about to get Baron, even though Aaron,
It should be the first kill of the game. They are gonna get Aaron. Oh! Does pick up a kill on his way out though. That is the first death, the first kill as well for Barcy Esports. But sending that many members to the bot lane means that GH can't take this free Baron. Pretty much gonna be taken down for free.
yeah, it's gonna be the first Baron of the game going to GH Alpha, and ang daming ang resources in-spend ng Barcy Esports to take down Aaron, which leaves the Baron open. And right now, GH has probably one of the strong, has really the buff that they need to win the game. Kasi katulad nung the previous game, hirap ang Barcy mag-defend because they don't really have wave clear, which is same din sa composition nila ngayon. Their only real wave clear is yung static shift nitong Yasuo, probably some auto attacks sa Kaisa, and yung tornado ni Gana, which is not really a lot compared to its Baron buff minion. So we may be seeing another situation where GH Alpha just rolls over the base of Barcy Esports, just like the previous game.
Yeah, it's slowly turning into one of those games where how long can Barcy Esports hold on before GH actually ends the game? Because right now GH is just looking super dominant. Just wants to get this done, wants to get this 2-0. And the results, I mean, our prediction of that 2-0 might not change at all the way that they have been playing so far. Baron and Power Push now coming in the mid lane. Mid lane inhibitors should go down very shortly.
Yeah, and right now it looks like GH is trying their best to finish this game early, but it looks like they're gonna go for Techno Field then, but the cancel on the ulti.
Double Gnar into the wall. Only lands on the Tom Kench though. EPP will be the first casualty. That's so much damage from the piercing arrow. Gonna force everyone back. GH don't even need to pick up these kills. They can just chunk them out with all that poke available. Then go for these towers. See, they still have the Baron. They still have their minions.
And right now there's one missing member from Barcy. This is a 4v5. They're trying their best to defend, but it doesn't look like GH has enough to just finish the game. They can't engage on Barcy. It looks like they're opting to go for a bot lane, so trying to get another inhibitor to their team.
Yeah, they're gonna follow the textbook right now. They're just gonna go bot lane. Gonna take down even more towers here. Still a struggle for Barcy Esports to defend. You feel like you need to find that engage, but with all this poke coming in, unfortunately, it didn't land. Now, interruption just for a bit more pressure. Not gonna amount to any full engages. It is the second inhibitor down though. Oh, that's a flash in from Spell. It's not enough damage though. Take down the Kaisa. Spell kill goes on a rampage. There's no way for Barcy Esports to stop this Vladimir right now. Game is looking done and dusted now. GH just need to hit these towers.
Yeah, and it looks like Barcy is on their final legs, trying their best to defend. But it looks like, gets hit by that arrow though, and Dre just hitting EPP, and they take down the last Nexus turret. It's only the Nexus left for Barcy Esports. Spells trying to go for the 2v1, trying to get the kill on TTP, and it just looks like GH playing with their food, but slowly and surely that Nexus is about to fall, and GH